Hey YouTube, this is Donald again. Another movie review, of course, but this time is a movie review of this movie called Onward. It's a Disney and Pixar movie that came out this year, actually tonight, but it really officially come out tomorrow. I just saw this movie. It was really good. It's a Pixar and Disney kind of amalgamation of a movie put together. It was really good, really good. I cried. I heard people like, wow, What I did not expect was that this was a movie about magic and wizards and mage, kind of like this Magic of the Gathering kind of movie, and a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons. I think they even use a couple of terms and a couple of the things that happens in the movie, or relation, or kind of like nods or winks to the actual game D&D and Mage, or Magic the Gathering, those things. So again, I didn't know that's what this was. It was just kind of like a movie about two brothers that's trying to, let me explain the movie. So this is a movie, I got a couple of notes. It's an animated movie, so there's a lot of voice actors. Tom Holland was played by, there was a character, Ian, he was a younger brother. Chris Pratt, he played the older brother of Ian. They both trying to, the older brother did have some memories or spent some time with his father before the father died. And then Ian never spent any time, he was still in his, haven't been born yet. The mom was pregnant with Ian before he died, before the father died. And so he never had, he don't really know too much about him just from pictures. And there was this really beautiful scene of him just playing an audio recording of his father, which I think was played by Chris Parnell. Some of you may know him from Saturday Night Live and a couple of his sketches, or Word Girl. That was a PBS show where he played like the narrator, or this new Progressive commercial where he's like the Progressive kid that talks. Yeah, but he's a great voice actor. When I heard it, I was like, I think that's Chris Parnell, but I'm not too sure. A couple other people that was in the movie, of course, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She played the mother of Ian, and Barley is the character name for Chris Pratt, the older brother. And Octavia Spencer is like this mentor, this almost like this griffin thing, something with wings. So the movie, pretty much, Ian, he's like this shy kid. He wants to be like his father, and he doesn't really know too much about his father. And it's his 16th birthday, so he's trying to have a birthday. He's trying to be tough and brave and go out and try to get some friends, because initially, it's just a small gathering of a birthday party with him, his brother, and his mom. But he wants to go out and get some friends and be less shy. And so later on, the mom's like, well, you look really down, I want to give you this gift. So before the father died, he was into magic, and he had this spell that he wanted them to do, the visitation spell, that he would come for 24 hours or one day and just spend some time to see how much they've grown and see what his kids are like, his offspring. So, the brother, the Chris Pratt character, Barley, he's like really into D&D and magic and all this stuff, like wizards and role-playing, or lore, or role-playing games. I know there's a term for it, forgive me for not knowing. And he's really into it. He knows what spell to cast, what spells to say to get it going, but unfortunately he is not gifted with this magic. But Ian is, so he does his little spell that he found on the paper, and it works. But it didn't work all the way, and it gets his, the lower parts of his body, not the top part, it stops by his torso. So now they have, what happened was, this stone that's in this little stick that gets it going, I guess it burned out or something, and there's only one other one left. And the older brother, Barley, obviously know how to get to this other stone. Phoenix Horizon or Phoenix Fire or something like that. And so they go set out on this journey to, or quest, because they mentioned that word again. This is like D&D, Magic the Gathering. I can see some people, I heard people be like, kind of like, what's going on? Like, this clearly was not, like, I mean, of course it's for kids, but, you know, like, some people obviously not gonna know what's happening. They're gonna be like totally lost and may not even really care for this movie. Now that it take this turn into like this quest of magic, like this is very heavy in D&D and magic. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, this is some fan service. Like, you're into that kind of stuff, you're gonna love this movie. Of course, it's Disney, it's Pixar, so you're gonna love it for that reason, obviously. So this is, oh, let me go back because I did make some notes. Again, I'm reading my notes. Before this happened, there's a short by The Simpsons that Disney made or presented, and it's all about Maggie and how she meets like another baby like her, and now it's a guy or a boy, so she's like crazy. She's like boy crazy right now. Like, she's doing everything she can to like be around him, and she's falling in love. And then there's a scene where she thinks she may not get to him, and there's a scene with a train, and I'm sure everybody have seen this. It's been parodied so many times of, you know, the person on the train, you running and you're like, oh no. So that's a sweet little scene. However, it was out there. I'm sorry, I'm outside recording this. So yeah, so this movie was in 3D. I did not know there was a 3D movie. All of a sudden, you know, it starts and it's just blurry. We can't see nothing. Because the short was, you know, 2D or whatever, but then the movie came out in 3D, and it was like, what is happening? And then eventually the guy is all like, oh, sorry, this was a 3D movie. So he gave us some 3D glasses. So what do you think? So, yeah, so they gave us some 3D glasses, and then, so they go on a quest. They look for this woman that has, like, she knows where the stone is due to, you know, match and, you know. And so they go out, they meet her, and she's working in this place where, like this tavern that you think like this is her lair, but no, it's like one of those kind of like, oh God, it's right there, but it's like this place, like medieval time. It's like a medieval times place, and you know she's in charge, and she's like run down, and she's like, oh yes, I'm the bad I'm like the big bag Moltar, or whatever the name is. But you know, it's like played for laughs. It's like a gimmick, and you know, Ian and Barley, they trying to get her to persuade her to like let her know, here, give us a map and whatever. But she's like, no, I don't want to. I like it here. I like what I do. And then all of a sudden, she have this existential moment where she's like, oh no, what have I done in my life? Having a midlife crisis, and she wanted to have fun and get back in the game. And then they all go off. Not them, but the Ian and Barley go off on a journey or the quest to find this stone that they need to finish the spell of bringing their father back. So then the mom is involved, played by Julie Louis-Dreyfus. There's a stepfather in this movie. I couldn't really get the voice acting. I tried to look through the credits, but again, it was in 3D. And I can't say I'm not a fan. It's just with the glasses, I still get it like a little headache. So I got a little headaches. But anyway, this was a good movie. There was scenes in there that made me cry. The ending was, I don't know how people would like it, because it kind of just like changed it. Like, I guess you expect it to be this kind of ending, and oh, you know, great movie ending, but then it kind of like, well, actually, let's do this. And that was kind of a bold move to do it like that, because I heard like little kids, like there was kids, again, I'm like, I don't know if kids would even understand these references, because you know they look like they barely spell their name. But anyway, and the parents, they did not look like the type of people for this movie either. Like the people that look like the people that would be into this, or the character of Barley. Like, if you ever seen the character of Barley, that's the older brother, that's the type of people I think will be into this. But you know, it was played by Chris Pratt, but I could totally see Jack Black like enjoying being in this movie and like giving it his all. But you know, give it to Chris Pratt, who is now, if I'm not mistaken, going to marry Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter. So, you know, there were some great scenes. Like I made notes. You know, like I think Chris could not, you know, the traffic scene and Barley, and you know, like at the end credits, you know, they gave thanks to D&D and giving them rights to use certain parts of their storyline and Magic the Gathering and other like not folklore, but lore storyboards, stories and things like that. But anyway, I love this movie. I want to see it again. I thought it was great, like amazing. Like this was like a really good movie. So like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all thought of it. You know, whenever you do see it, you have any questions about the movie, please let me know. Again, my name is Donald, and I hope to continue making more movies. Please give me some feedback on what you would like for me to do. If you want me to change it up on my setting in a car, you want me to do something different. I'm using a different light so you can see me a little bit better instead of like this glare that was there. So last time it was Pamela. She's not here. So, but you know, do what you can. I still want to make this channel grow. So thanks for watching, and take care.